Would you like to now answer Hussam Saman's question about if ISIS claim they are Muslim and they behave in certain ways that you believe are contradictory to Islam, as political actors, do they inadvertently represent Islam, and why or why not, in your opinion?
Looking into the literature, it is safe to question every act that is conducted by what is known as Daesh, and I wouldn't call it the Islamic State or ISIS. It is to be called Daesh. And let me tell you a very significant story that I have witnessed myself. I was talking to a very, I would say, active academic in a particular country in the West, and we were talking about all of this. So I said to him, why is there is this honestly superficiality when it comes to talking about Daesh? Why the media in the West prefers to call it the Islamic State? He said to me, or they said to me, or she said, whoever, irrespective of he or she, we know this. And I personally, this is what they said to me. I was invited to speak on a platform well known about Daesh. He said, or she said, or they said that they wanted to use the word Daesh. But then the preparation team on this channel, they said to them, no, but we will need to explain again what is this, and the people will be confused, so please use ISIS or the Islamic State. So this is the dilemma that the academic researcher or anyone who speaks in the media, they have a responsibility, they have a role to play. With that being said, I have worked at Al-Azhar Observatory for countering extremism. None of any of such acts, and I have a video on YouTube that everyone can go to. If you can just type Islam's Quest for Peace and just my name as it appears here, you will find it. And I have many other videos and episodes on my YouTube, and I have highlighted all of these, and I have made a series here on Nile TV International, which is State TV, in which I responded and I refuted many, if not all, of the claims that are used by Daesh or any other entity to justify acts of violence or what is known about it, and attributing this to Islam.
So you think they represent Islam incorrectly or inaccurately?
Such acts, such horrendous acts, killing people unjustly, discriminating against people on the basis of their faith, it has all of this has nothing to do with Islam. It is the person who or the entity that does this. The burden of proof falls on them. This is a very big issue in the media, because always they say then where are the Muslims? Always there are Muslims speaking against it, and you have Al-Azhar and all the initiatives coming from Azhar. But this is not exciting. This is why this will not make it to the media.
But you agree though that they're attempting to represent Islam, even though you disagree with their attempt, right?
For a political agenda, they try to gain legitimacy by projecting themselves as speaking for Islam. But when it comes to everything that they are doing, especially regarding the violence, definitely Islam does not condone this. The Quran itself is very clear. So the point that I'm trying to make here is what, Osama, that it is not the rest of the Muslims who need to justify that this is not Islamic. It is such entities, when they do such things, they need to prove that this is Islamic. So you cannot ask the Muslims of the world prove that this is not Islamic. The burden of the proof falls on the one who claims that it is Islamic, and this is a very important point to keep in mind.
I see. Yeah.
Sorry, just a minute, Mr. Hussam. You know, Daesh, they're using Quran. Okay, they're using what the Prophet said, and they try to, let's say, make their network huge. So if they are not represent Islam, so they're terrorists or not?
I just asked you a question, like what from the Quran or the Sunnah? All what we have looked into coming out from Daesh, it is all decontextualized. It is all decontextualized, be it from the Quran, be it from the Hadith, be it from the Muslim scholars. They refer, for example, to writings that came out from certain Muslim scholars at a certain period, or Muslim jurists at a certain period, and then they decontextualize them in order to inject them in a violent context in view of what is happening nowadays.
Exactly.
And this is why we cannot exempt the intervention that is happening in the Middle East by foreign powers in all what is happening in the Middle East.
So Mohammed, perhaps we can move to, sorry, Hussam, perhaps we can move to Mohammed's question, which is...
So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you.